Where are you going, Eds? If you live here, you'll be home by now. Come join the clown, Eds. We all float down here. Oh, we all float down here. Yes, we do.
Fire.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's dope.
I just had some chills down my spine.
What is good, guys, and welcome back to the Artistry Drop. It is your boy Corey,
It's your boy John.
and we this is where we feature stories from today's rising artists. Guys, if you have been watching our podcast, you'll kind of notice the vibes, the colors is more popping. It's a lot
Yes, sir.
different
Yes,
than
sir.
it has been, and we're kind of excited about this change.
Yeah, this is a big change for us. I think it definitely adds more of our personality to the podcast because before, we were just, starting out, but really now that we got a big launch out, we're really trying to tone in to what we're really about.
Yeah, exactly. And, hopefully you guys like this new change. We're going to be renovating the space a little bit, making it look a lot more fire.
Yes, sir.
So, definitely stay tuned for, future updates. So you don't watch scary movies, right?
I don't.
Have you seen It, though?
I actually have not.
Okay, so this is going to be a good podcast, guys.
Yes.
I'm definitely excited for our guest today. And as you can see with the balloons behind us, we are going to float, most likely. So our guest today is a cosplay artist and social media personality who rose to fame for his interpretation of Pennywise the dancing clown from It. Known as Twisted Pennywise on social media, his videos have gone viral, reaching millions of views, and has collaborated with notable names like Jason Derulo, Terry Crews, Paula Abdul, and the Pussycat Dolls, to name a few. With a loyal fan base and over 16 million followers on TikTok, guys, please welcome Michael Teza.
Hey, let's go.
Welcome, Michael. Hey, appreciate you coming through today.
Yes, sir.
Of course. Thank you for inviting me and having me here.
Yeah, definitely. Is
Yeah.
this your first podcast?
Yeah, my first podcast.
Awesome.
Let's go.
We feel honored to have you on as your first podcast.
Yes.
Of course. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course,
Yes.
Once again.
appreciate you. So let's get ahead and get into the drink of the day.
So this drink is your classic pina colada, but of course it has some Malibu rum, cream of coconut, pineapple juice, and I also blended some pineapple chunks in there, and then I topped it off also with some sliced pineapple. So really give that Islander vibe, and it's actually pretty strong.
I haven't tried it yet, but
let's,
we're gonna give it a try and see how how it
really,
goes.
Nothing really phases me.
Nothing phases.
there you go.
Nothing phases
All right,
you.
yeah.
Right?
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, let's give it a try.
You might need to mix it a little bit because
Ooh, that is good.
the ice a little kind of melted.
That is good. I gotta say that's probably one of the best pina coladas I've tried. So
Ooh, there you go.
major props.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, major
I
props.
had to make a special and personalized drink for Pennywise.
Oh,
you
you
know?
gotta. You gotta.
I like it.
No, that's good.
Put a lot of thought into it.
Yes, I did.
Of course.
Thank you.
So, we're going to just kind of, dive right in and get to know Michael
sure,
a little
for
bit,
sure.
So you're Filipino.
Yes, I'm Filipino.
Were you born in the Philippines?
Yes, I'm born in Baguio City in Philippines.
Baguio City.
Oh, dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you move to the States, or did you move from the Philippines directly to LA, or?
No, my dad actually, he's an engineer.
Oh, okay.
So he was offered work here in the United States,
Mm-hmm.
and he was given the opportunity, hey, you can bring your family with you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dope.
And he didn't miss the chance of making that work. So
Yeah.
he's like, yes, of course. So he
Yeah.
made it work, and
Yeah.
he had us fly over here with him. So we landed here in 2004.
2004.
and
okay.
We landed here in Burbank. We live in Burbank for 3 months.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, and then we moved to San Diego for 5 months, and
Yeah.
then we moved to Temecula and then Murrieta.
Oh, okay.
So you've been all kind of around, the SoCal area anyways,
yeah.
in general. But you did come to LA first from the Philippines.
Yes.
Okay. So how's it been, since you've come to the Philippines, to the States?
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
been what, 10, 15 years
10,
almost?
almost
Yeah.
15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say first and foremost, it was so hard
I bet.
for me to learn English because English is my second language.
Right.
So in high school, learning English, everybody's making fun of me, oh, look at that guy fresh off the boat.
Oh, okay.
They call out the vowels.
Right, right.
Let's say I say love, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're lab.
Yeah.
laugh.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Or fork.
oh, that's not funny.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, I
hard.
I know how to, I'm half Filipino as well, and yeah, I see that a lot with other people that don't have, or they have the accent,
Right.
and people they
yeah.
get kind of made fun of and stuff like that. So
Right.
I definitely understand that. How do I want to definitely dive right in and know how you got right into cosplay.
Okay.
Is it a long story?
I wouldn't say long story, but like,
Hey,
you know,
but we have time.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. You got me.
Yeah.
But I used to work for this warehouse, and my coworkers would tell me like I always like to crack jokes.
Yeah.
Filipinos.
Yeah,
Right.
Of
So
course,
I
of course.
crack jokes, and then I guess they would tell me like, hey. You laugh like a clown, like that guy from the movie, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"What movie you're talking about?" And then they're like, "Oh, Pennywise." I'm like,
Yeah.
You mean Tim Curry?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because like
the
growing up, I
original.
was like,
Right,
Tim
right.
Curry is
Yeah.
my Pennywise.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, there's another one. I'm like, another one? What? I didn't even know they made a new one. So I took my time and I went
Yeah.
online. And I'm like, oh, there's an It Chapter 1. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's okay, sweet. So, my girlfriend at the time, now my wife, she's like,
Okay.
you know what? Like, they do have a point. You do laugh like a clown. And I'm like, oh, thanks, babe. So, like, she's like, you want to watch a movie? I'm like, of course. So, as soon as we got into that movie theater, like that first scene where like Georgie's like, making the boat flow and like that sewer
Yeah, right.
thing. Just that first line where he like pops out, it's like, the hiya, Georgie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I heard that, I was like, yo, this guy took
Yeah.
the Pennywise that I know to like the next level.
Damn.
So,
Yeah.
like moving forward, like after the movie, I was like, yo, hey babe, do you mind like can you like give me like your first, your first reaction to like my impersonation of Pennywise?
Right.
And she was like, yeah, go ahead. So I was driving and I was like, hi, Georgie.
Yeah.
And and then she was just like, what? And then from there I was like, oh, that's fun. Like my first try, not
Yeah.
bad. I can make it better, And yeah, from there, like I took more note into it, and like like I watched the movie again to like see like how intricate his movements are, how he talks.
Yeah.
Right.
So from there, I'm like just kind of like honed into it,
Right.
Like, just like learn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so like Halloween came around, and then like we had like this Halloween contest at work. So like I bought my own Pennywise costume because at the time like everything is sold out.
Oh, I bet,
it was
yeah.
trending.
Right.
So I made my own costume, and of course it was scary, horrible at the same time.
Yeah.
So my coworkers would be like, yo, like that's so scary, but like me, like I would say like I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah.
Like I try to like find more ways to like try to look like the character that I'm trying to like impersonate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like evolving, then like I'm like, hey, I went on eBay. I'm like, this is the next year, the following year. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go on eBay and see if I can find like a Pennywise suit.
Right.
And sure enough, I saved up money for it, and I'm like, ooh, boom,
Yeah.
there
Right.
we go. I'm like, let me do this again. And I bought like new prosthetics and stuff. And at that time, like I wasn't happy about it. Like I did
okay.
all right.
Right.
So since then, I was like, I told myself like I'm gonna challenge myself to like learn how to like cosplay, and then I
Right.
start looking into cosplays and stuff, and
Yeah.
like I'm just in awe because like these people that cosplay like all these characters, they put like their heart into it.
Yeah. Right.
So like people make fun of it, but to me
Right.
it's like, whoa, that's like their own like vibe.
Right.
Kind of like car guys.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
have their own thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So like same thing, cosplay.
Yeah, I'm a big like
So-
anime fan, so like yeah, I see people do
Exactly.
cosplay, especially like
Exactly.
DC, Marvel, everyone cosplays. So yeah,
Exactly.
they really engulf into not only their own personality, but taking that personality of who they're
Yeah.
cosplaying. Yeah, so I
Exactly.
can definitely see that. Did you start cosplaying like from the first movie? Ever since the first movie, you thought about?
Yeah, ever since the first movie came out, like in my own take into it, like
Yeah.
until I was able to afford like the costumes and the prosthetics.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, like, but then again, like it hit me, and I'm like, wait, you know what? I don't want to be like exactly like the character in
Right.
the
Yeah.
movie. I want to put my own twist into it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
of course.
Yeah.
So when people told me like, "Hey, do TikToks," I'm like, "What the heck is TikTok?" You know. And then I looked into it, like I dug deep, and I found out it's Musically. It was Musically, so it was like dance trends.
That is true.
Yeah, so like I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna check it out, you know. So I go check it out, and first thing I see is like dance trends. I'm like, you know what? After like hundreds of videos that I've seen, I'm like, I haven't seen one guy or one cosplayer take a
Trend,
do their own trend.
Yeah, exactly.
And use their own take into it, you know.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna step in and be that guy.
Yeah.
And the first thing I did was like, I forgot the song, but I think it was just like, you know, it was like one of the rap songs that was like trending back in that 2019. So like I joined TikTok like 2020, almost 2021, I would say. And so I just like made fun of the dance, and I'm just like, oh, okay, oh yeah. And the next thing I know, I'm like, ooh, 100 followers, hey, that's dope. I'm happy. And then it started climbing up to 500, and I'm like, oh, cool. 1,000. 5,000. And I'm like, hey, that's dope. So
That's dope. You came in like right at the perfect moment for TikTok, because that was like when it was first starting, right before COVID. And you already had a good formula. Cosplaying, that's already gonna get the views, but the fact that TikTok was starting to, that added on to what you were already bringing. So no, even definitely see that.
Like even during the pandemic, like we were stuck trying to figure out TikTok as well. You know, we were trying to do the dance trends, and I wouldn't say we were successful at all. You know, because literally, with my TikTok, it's growing here and there, but, I also, because, I do videography and photography, so, I also utilize TikTok to do tutorials like that. But I was like, like, people are watching more dance stuff, and, I was like, maybe we should try to, do more dance stuff and see where it goes, just for fun and see. And, some of the videos, would get views, but and then it's like, some of them wouldn't. And then, I still go back to, do my photography, videography stuff. And I'm like, damn, like, it's hard to grow on TikTok doing that, that kind of niche. But, with what you're doing, man, you're killing it, though.
Right.
Thank you.
You're killing it.
It was like a blessing, because like, it's like, like I first looked at it as a joke, because I was like, I was the guy that's like didn't believe in social media. I would see something, and I'm like, oh, that's fake, that's set up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's funny.
That sounds like him. Like, see, because only reason I say that is because me and my girlfriend, we watch a lot of paranormal. There's a lot of stuff on TikTok too. Paranormal or scary type, and he's the same. He's like skeptic on that stuff. He's like, I think this is set up. I'm like, bro, like, no, this is like, you see that fucking ghost? Like, this is some real shit.
I mean, also too, you can't believe everything you see. Like, some of it is set
until
up.
you feel it.
Until you feel it,
I'm feeling it right now with you in the room. I might have a different reaction now. Like, goddamn.
So kind of going back to, like what you mentioned, Tim Curry being, even that's my original it, that's the one I grew up on. Like, what during that time, or even up to now, like, were you a fan of the It series before, like, the 2017 movie came out?
Honestly, like, I like Tim Curry Pennywise, but I never looked at it like, oh, I'm gonna cosplay that.
Yeah.
Right.
So with the 2017, it was like a different take, because I'm like, oh my god, like cosplay. Like I started learning more about cosplay.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, like you can meet a lot of people and like network with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And like go from there like a public figure.
Right.
So that's how I looked at it before I even jumped on TikTok.
Yeah.
So I already had like that mindset, like just because TikTok's TikTok,
Yeah.
But my mindset was like grow more as an individual and learn more about people,
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Yeah, no, that's dope.
That's a dope mindset to have too.
It is,
because not a lot of people are like that in this industry of entertainment.
And like being social. Now that I know a little bit more on social media, like it's like you meet people that are like there just for like the clout.
Right, for sure.
Just like,
facts.
Okay, man, like you got me in there. Like, can you at least tag me?
Yeah.
We get that all the time.
Has that happened to you? Like, damn.
I'm not gonna name call.
No, of course, no.
Yeah.
No name calling, but I mean, we, some of our other guests is, as well as kind of experienced stuff, the same thing. But I would think, with somebody as big as you, people would tag you at least.
Right.
So that's kind of crazy. You saying like, they don't tag you, or does that happen often though with you, or
Not often, because
Okay.
like I make it clear before we even start, like, yo, like just make sure you tag me.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care. Just like whatever form it is, just make sure you tag me. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's facts.
And you would think it would be common sense because you're collaborating.
Exactly.
You're working together.
Yeah.
You would
Yeah.
think they would tag you. But yeah, we've came across that as well. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's tend to be kind of a big thing. And,
Yeah.
you know, we realize, you know, there's not a lot of people who have that same mindset.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That is a
Like,
good.
don't get me wrong. Like, you know, I'm new to social media, so
Right,
like, learning social media, I had that too. Like, I had to happen
course.
to me, like when I don't tag the person.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm not all like, you know, like
Yeah.
innocent and everything.
Yeah.
you know, but, like,
Yeah.
I've done that, but you learn, right?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
you learn, yeah.
No, you know, that's kind of a big, you know, because that's happened with me, you know, like, you know, during the photography phase, because, you know, we've gone through phases like shooting photography for a while and then now moving into filmmaking and shooting music videos and stuff like that. And during the photography phase, you know, shooting with models, given the photos, some of them never tag us or give us the credit for the photos. And we're like, we shoot these photos and, you know, spend hours editing for you and you just don't tag us. So it's
they
like,
didn't tag
wow,
us. Yeah,
you know,
right.
that's credit is gone.
Right.
You know,
Other times too, we've experienced this where, you know, we would shoot the model and then they won't post it at all. Not only not tag us,
Yeah.
but they won't post it at all. And then they would ask us, oh, when are we shooting again? And in my mind, I'm like, why would you want to shoot if that's not content for you? I thought this was like a
Yeah,
mutual
facts.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's content for me, it's content for you. But, you know, and that's what it's all about, right? It's all about like working together. You know,
when you
you get
collaborate.
exposure,
Yeah.
I get exposure.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
win-win for both parties. But yeah, working with people like that, we're just like, you know, do you really like working with me? Because you don't post any of my photos.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but you're asking for more. Like,
Yeah.
what is the real,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, man.
thing? Yeah. So, you know, it's a
Yeah.
learning experience.
It is a learning experience,
Yeah.
especially with social media. You know, I mean, you know, I've been on social media for a while, but of course, you know, like I'm at a step where it's like I'm trying to dive deeper and learning a little bit more about like algorithm, what to post, and you know stuff like that. Because you know, like you mentioned, you know, you weren't really big on social media at one time, you know,
Yeah.
and now you are. You're like doing it big and all that, and I was the same as well, you know. And but now I feel like, because we're originally from Seattle, we moved down here to LA in 2019, so it's like since we moved here, we've you know we've had time to figure out a lot more, you know, with our social media accounts and trying to figure out things to actually grow.
Right.
You know, so I definitely say social media is just one of those things. It's going to take time to, you know, understand and, you know, it's a learning curve.
Yeah, like sometimes I wish, like, you know, YouTube.
Yeah.
Like back before even all this TikTok came out. You know,
Right,
like,
yeah.
I like I said, like back to like that time where I'm like, oh, that's fake, you know, blah blah blah.
Right.
Like now that I look at it, I'm like, dang, like I should have started YouTube.
Yeah.
Now it's like so hard to kind of like, you know, traffic your TikTok followers to YouTube because most of those followers are either young or like they're just not into YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It's either one of those.
Yeah, we've experienced like it's super hard to have your viewers go cross-platform.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the
Whatever
thing.
they're on, they're gonna be on. So yeah, you could promote it as soon, you know, as much as possible, and eventually they might, you know, venture off into
Yeah.
other platforms. But yeah, for the most part, you know, we've experienced, you know, it's hard to cross-platform.
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
is, and that's one thing that kind of sucks for me because you know I've been on YouTube for a while. Like I'd say not a while. I'd say 6 years.
6
You know,
years,
and
okay.
I've been trying to grow it. You know, doing you know videography stuff, tutorials on photography and stuff like that. And you know, I have more. My followers on Instagram is way more, and it's like I try to get them to move over to you know my YouTube, but it's
Yeah.
like. It just never works, you know, and, you know, but, you know, you're successful on TikTok, you know, but I understand, you know, you want to definitely grow on YouTube and get onto other platforms and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but you're killing it.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it's like just like kind of like annoying, you know. It's just like crap. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense because like sometimes I put myself in a POV outside of that, you know, outside the box. I'm like, how come he has 16 million followers on TikTok, but this much on Instagram
Yeah.
and YouTube?
Right.
You know, but like as a creator, I'm like, of course, I'm not gonna have that thing because TikTok is my niche.
Right, for
Yeah.
sure.
So it's like win-win, lose-lose,
Yeah.
like, you know, what I mean?
Yeah.
Like win-lose.
It's
Yeah.
where you started, you know?
Exactly,
It's like your
yeah.
home base,
Yeah.
pretty
Basically,
much, you know?
basically.
But I see, honestly, I see nothing wrong because TikTok, you know, like even though, you know, we haven't grown on TikTok as much, it's like I see it as an amazing platform for pretty much anybody to blow up.
Yeah.
And you know what you've been doing is great. You know,
Right.
you took something that wasn't there before, and now you've added it, and now there's probably other people out there trying to do the same exact thing. So it's like you started the trend.
I hope I did, but like
Yeah.
like cosplayers have been around, so
Yeah, of
they might
course,
have been doing it, but not know like just how to like do
Go
it.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I probably did, but I don't want to be like, oh, yeah, I'm that guy.
Yeah,
I'm
of
the
course.
first.
Yeah. No,
sure.
I would look at myself like I would be like, man, shut up. You're not all bad.
no, that's understandable though.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about your costume. This costume you're wearing right now, is this the one you made, or is this the one you had bought?
This is actually custom made, so I hired a seamstress, like a team,
Okay.
to like do
dope.
it for me because, like I said, like I'm a perfectionist. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of like I want to dive deep into like I want to make like the people that see me in conventions like, oh my god, that
Yeah.
guy looks so good.
Yeah.
And then when they come to me, they're like, "Who did your makeup?"
Right.
And it's the best feeling in the world when I
Yeah.
tell them like, "I did it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like YouTube,
Yeah.
Right.
YouTube is free. You
Yeah.
hear that, people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube is free, guys.
YouTube is free.
You heard Pennywise.
Yes.
You better do it.
You better be persuaded now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I might not have like my own YouTube tutorial.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at you. But like, I'm just saying, like, search around. Like you'll see a lot of other creators that
Yeah.
like
Right.
put their heart into it, and like you'll see the passion that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
So going into your like makeup, what is your process like? What do you start with first?
Well, my hair grows pretty fast, so like my
Oh,
beard.
really? Oh, okay.
So like every time I get into cosplay, of course, like I have to shave my beard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
first things first. Clean your face, shave your beard, wear like this like net, like hair net, and then apply the medical adhesive, and then the prosthetic,
Yeah.
the blending, and then the paint, and like paint again, and then like set the powder and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like it makes me think like, wow. So these girls at the club, you know what I mean? Like, wow, I feel it, and not just girls at the club, but like girls,
Right. Just girls.
Yeah.
like they take a lot of time, and they look good.
Right.
So I feel it.
Yeah.
So like for somebody to like tell me like, oh, you look awful, like, shut up. Like, you don't
That's
know
the point.
process.
Yeah, that's the point too.
So how long does the process actually take then?
So my first time doing cosplay, of course, like it took me, I shit you not, like 7 hours.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
And I was going to a Pasadena convention, and which I ended up not going to because by the time that I, like finished my makeup,
Yeah.
it was already like what, a 2-hour convention.
Oh, wow.
So why
Yeah,
would I
yeah.
even drive like an hour
Right.
Yeah.
only to stay there like 40 minutes?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Of
So I was
course.
like, you know what? Whatever.
Yeah.
So going back to how I started TikTok, that's when I first made my videos. So like I
Okay.
was already in cosplay, and I'm like, you know what? Let's do something on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So yeah, that was it.
So
Okay.
is that still how long it usually takes? Is it about 7 hours?
No.
Okay.
So evolving into that, now that I, keep, finding processes on YouTube, I've seen like thousands of videos like on how to like set your makeup, and how
Yeah.
you do this, how you do that. And it just got to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'll make my own thing.
Yeah.
So you know
Okay.
how like makeup artists have like their secret things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to like tell the public.
Right.
But still kind of help out.
Right.
So that's me right now. So
Gotcha.
like, the process into like learning how to do my own makeup without nobody to like teach me how to do it.
Yeah.
YouTube, like I said,
Yeah.
alone gives you all the sets and skills. It's just up to you
Yeah.
to
Right.
make it in your arsenal of skills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So have you always done it yourself?
always done it myself?
Oh,
So
wow.
like evolving from like 7 hours
Yeah.
to like the next level, it was like 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then to the next level, it was like 2 hours, and then now it's like an hour 15, an hour
wow,
30
that's
minutes.
That's
Quick.
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
kind of, talking about that, then, like, what time do you, like, technically, or, specifically start your content days? Like, do you start earlier, and then you got to wake up way earlier to do your makeup and all that stuff? Or,
So that's the fun part, because like sometimes like life happens, right?
Yeah.
Right, of course.
So it's like, oh, like I got to collab at 10,
Right.
but then like something happens.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
can we push it to like 1?
yeah.
So of course I gotta do whatever it is that I gotta do,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then after that get ready. So
Yeah.
like from 10 to like 11, that's like me setting up.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then like already have like everything like laid out.
Yeah.
It's just for me to finish it.
I
You know
see.
what I mean? So it takes another 30 to 45 minutes to finish it.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay. I see.
before 12 or 12:30 hits, you know, like
Right.
you're already done.
Yeah.
And then from
Right.
like around that time, that you know, like that area, like you could be doing like I could be doing like YouTube videos, like, oh,
Right.
this is how I do it.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
In my mind, I'm like, no, I'm late for this
Yeah.
collaboration. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So are you planning on releasing a tutorial video on like how you do
Oh
it,
my
or
God,
is it
like-
more like a secret thing like you were mentioning?
I would say like I'm not gonna keep it as a secret. I
Okay.
would teach, you know, my fans and like the other people that are like curious to know like how I do the makeup,
right.
you know.
Yeah.
Like I'll tell them, but like not the whole thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
not
of
the
course.
thing.
Yeah,
Of course.
Of course, yeah.
mean,
Some of those
so-
things you gotta keep low key.
Yeah.
You know,
So
yeah.
when it took you like 7 hours, you said on your first like cosplay, how many versions did it take to get to where you are now with only like an hour and a half?
There's 3 versions.
Okay. Wow, that's very
Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
I thought it would be like 6 or 7.
Oh no,
Yeah.
It sounds like it's small, right? But like
Right.
the amount of time that I put into it,
Yeah,
it's what,
that's true.
It's what makes it like, oh my god, this guy.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, like that's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is crazy.
Yeah.
So you're married.
Yes.
Does like since you started doing the cosplay and all that stuff, has there been times because you look so legit, you literally look like Pennywise,
Yeah,
the
right.
best one I've ever seen. Okay,
Thank you.
And has there been times where your wife has actually gotten scared of you? I have to know.
I mean, okay, so there would be times like when I come home late at night, and you know she's doing her own thing, like
Yeah.
she's reading a book before she goes to sleep. So there's this one time like when we still live at like when she still lives at her parents' house, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So there's this one time I come home and like I come up behind her, no idea what's going on, you know what I mean? Like, cause she had like the AirPod on her.
Oh, okay.
So I come up behind her and I give her a kiss on the forehead. And then she looks down and she's like, "Hey, baby." And I'm like, "Oh, what the?" I'm sorry. It's just like, "Why did you not text me?" I was texting you. You're reading your book. Clearly, you don't read my text.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's funny. you
Yeah,
know?
that is
That
funny.
is funny.
Yeah.
But other than that, like here and there, like I'm like I like to scare people.
Yeah, of course.
At some point,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
know where to stop. You know what I mean?
Right,
But like, I just love to do that.
Yeah.
Especially like friends and family.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I don't go out there like scaring people
people.
because like you never know. These people out here, you never know what they carry.
Especially in LA.
Yeah.
LA is a crazy city, and you really do not know what they're carrying with them. Do you ever scare yourself sometimes? Like,
Yes.
look at you do. Okay, so you're looking at the mirror, you're doing your stuff, you're like, damn, I
So-
literally look like Pennywise.
So there's this one time like I came home like it was like a straight like long day of like collab, and I come home. Sometimes like when I drive home on the freeway, like I feel like I'm not even wearing it.
Oh,
So
you get
when I'm
comfortable.
driving, I'm so comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, I'm driving like a normal person in
Yeah.
my head.
Right.
And then people are like kind of like trying to like come up to my speed and like look at me take their phone out and I'm like, why are they doing it? Like, what's wrong with you? Like you're holding up the line,
Right.
And I'm like, and then I look and then like they look at me,
Yeah.
they look back at me and I'm like, what? like kind of like this, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're like, "Yo, I love it." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "What?" Like, oh,
Yeah.
yo, okay.
Yeah.
And there's these times where like on the stoplights, right?
Yeah.
I drive with like tints, so
Okay.
like people crossing, like they don't really look,
Yeah.
but like when they get to look. So like the scenery of like the light shining down on
Yeah.
me.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm kind of just like
Yeah.
watching people
Yeah.
cross.
Right.
It's the most like hilarious thing you'll ever see.
Oh,
in
I
Hollywood.
bet.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny,
Yeah.
and like they get so scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like they take pictures, you know what
Oh,
I mean?
I
of
bet.
course. Yeah,
So-
of course. Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. So speaking about reactions, like most people love Pennywise, but there's also people who have like a phobia of clowns.
I second that.
Yeah. Have you ever experienced that when trying to like scare somebody or come up
Not
to somebody?
even trying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not even
I'm
trying.
just
I
doing
guess,
my
yeah.
own business and like dancing, right? I'm just
Yeah.
dancing with like other creators.
Okay.
And I'm like doing my own thing.
Right.
And then like you can just hear like somebody like I can't
Yeah.
even go there. And I'm just like, what's wrong with her? And then the creators that I'm collaborating with, they're like, they're scared of you. What else? And I'm like,
Right.
I'm just a dancing clown. You know, like, what's wrong with her?
Yeah.
And then, you know, like sometimes I don't take it into consideration. Like
Right.
phobia is a thing.
Right.
So now it's like when I still look at them and I'm like, go ahead, like, you know, like cross.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna bite you.
Yeah.
But like when they cross, like, you know, they try to like cover their eyes and I'm kind of
yeah.
just like, you know, like following them, not for the pain of heart, you know, but I'm
Right.
kind of just like, you know, like, hey, you're good, see,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
survived, you know what I mean?
Have you ever
Right.
thought about like maybe running up to one of those and be like, boo, or something like that?
There was one time I kind of tried doing that,
Yeah.
and like, of course, like the person was like, get away from me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I just want to hug, yo. It's like, I hate clowns. I fucking hate clowns. And I'm just like, well, you're gonna love them now.
You gotta love them now.
And but yeah, like that's when I kind of like learned like where the level
The level, yeah.
is,
The
you know,
border.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
border.
Yeah. Yeah.
Respect other people's
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course.
boundaries, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, of course. That makes
So-
sense. Because like, you know, like we said, like we're in LA and you just never know. You know, like you could think it's funny, but you never know what can happen up to that
Exactly.
you know, so
And there's a lot of Karens out there too.
there
so
is.
You never
so,
know.
Yeah, they'd fake a heart attack and they'd be like,
Exactly.
Hey, at
You
least
never
you're
know.
keeping yourself safe out there.
I mean, the worst part is like if that does happen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like somebody out there has a phone,
yeah.
Right.
and then it's like you see me leaving the scene, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I was the last person there. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Good.
We interrupt this episode with a word from our sponsor. Are you a gamer and looking to amp up your gaming setup? Then we've got an amazing gaming brand for you. Tilted Nation strives to get their customers involved with their development process of new products in order to establish a personal connection and not to mention truly optimized products for the gaming community. They want to go beyond developing amazing products and to lead the gaming community into a united community that works together. A community that pushes gaming essentials to unimaginable heights. They've hooked us up with amazing gear such as this gaming headset stand, mouse pads, and this awesome laptop RGB stand right below my laptop. And now they're hooking you guys up. Use the discount code Artistry Drop on their website, link below, and receive a 15% discount. Now back to the show. So, you know, being Pennywise and surrounding, you know, your other self with creators that do, you know, kind of horror type of cosplays and stuff like that, would you say horror films are your favorite genre? Or are, you know...
Yes,
Is it?
horror
Okay.
and like, you know, blood and gore.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like Quentin Tarantino stuff.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
Stephen King.
Oh, yeah,
course.
of course.
Yeah. So like with that mindset, you know what I mean? Like I know, like yeah.
No, I mean, I love horror films as well. You know, me and my girlfriend, I'd say we love more paranormal stuff,
okay,
you know,
yeah,
like
okay.
Conjuring and
Conjuring,
yeah, I love like the paranormal movies and stuff like that. This guy, he just doesn't watch any scary
I don't
movies
unless
with
I'm
us,
like
so-
peer pressured.
Yeah, we tried
you
to
know.
like we were peer pressuring. Like it took like 5 tries to get him to watch the newest Conjuring. And he was like, no. I was like, bro, it doesn't even look that scary. Just watch it. He was like, no, if this guy watches it with us, then I'll watch it. I'm like,
And
so
then
we had to convince them, and you know they finally came.
And then I went to
through.
horror nights too.
He went
so
to
I think
horror
I'm
nights, so-
slowly,
yes.
you know, having a clown right in front of me, like I'm facing my fears.
That
so I
is
think
true. Yeah.
eventually, you know,
I'm proud
step
of you.
by step, you know, I'll get there.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Hey.
You know, so would you say It is probably one of your favorite movies, even though you do, you know, play Pennywise as cosplay?
I would say, I hate to say it is, I do Pennywise, but I would say like it's my second favorite.
Mm-hmm.
My first favorite, the one that I really hated at the time when I was like growing up, was Freddy Krueger.
Oh, Freddy Krueger.
So Nightmare on Elm Street was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I can't sleep.
Yeah.
Like there's scenes in that movie that I'm kind of like, am I awake?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, and then like I got introduced to Child's Play. So Child's
Oh,
Play.
Child's Play. Okay.
Oh god,
You like
Chucky,
Chucky? Yeah.
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 So third favorite, and then comes the other ones like Jason, Scream, and I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
eh.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's
I mean?
that's yeah. I mean, you're staying true to like the actual horror, original horror.
Yes.
You know, like Freddy Krueger. You know, all that stuff. Those are original horror films I grew up with too. You know, so. I love those films. I've always loved It. You know, like growing up with the original with Tim Curry. You know, I've always loved It. And then, you know, once, you know, the 2017 came out, I was like, damn, this is fucking crazy. Like they made him look so different because Tim Curry, it just looks like a clown.
Yeah, like a party clown.
Yeah, like a party
right,
clown,
right.
you know. But when they went with a whole different look, I was like, damn, this is crazy. And I think that made me like it even more because it, like I was telling my girlfriend last night, I was like, it looks so dope. Like the way you portray him, it's so dope looking to me.
Yeah.
Too, like, with like the technology, of course,
Yeah,
too, right? Like
facts.
everything's like, oof.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
since
Really.
Pennywise is your second favorite, and even though you've done it really well, have you ever thought about like cosplaying a different character?
Of course, original Pennywise.
Original Pennywise?
Oh, okay.
Original
Would you go?
Pennywise.
You would go that route?
I would go that
Really?
route.
Yeah.
And I've been like holding back into it because like, of course, and like I mean I don't have like any excuse. I could do it, but
Yeah.
like the cost, the
Yeah.
time,
Right.
like meeting the right people,
Yeah.
who's gonna do it for me, who's gonna make the costume,
Yeah.
like,
Right.
That's true. That is true.
So there's a step on that. I can't
right.
just be like I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because I could just go to eBay
Right.
do it.
Yeah, yeah,
but,
yeah.
Exactly.
but then again, I want to put more effort into it because other people are going to look at me like, well, you can do that clown, but why can't you do it good on this clown?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
critiques
exactly.
is
Yeah.
what
Facts.
hurts,
Yeah.
but you need that critique so you can like perfect it. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So that's how I learned that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about
So-
like outside Pennywise? Like have you ever thought
Outside
about doing
Pennywise, oh man. So I've been wanting to do a Spawn.
Spawn?
Spawn is fire.
that
Spawn
would
is
be
dope. Yeah. That would be
Shit.
fire to see.
It
would
would
be-
be fire, but then I started learning on like the steps on how to do it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
I bet
I
it's
can see
way
that.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
bet it's
I
way
could
more.
buy like a one-piece suit and just like do like little armors here and there. Then
Yeah.
I'm good, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So like, but then again, like I took more like comfort like doing my own thing because like I know I did it.
Right,
Nobody
right.
can come around me and be like, you just bought that.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I can be like, no, I made it.
Right.
Like I mean, like I did it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That feeling of
Yeah.
like saying,
Yeah.
like telling people, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
You added your
Proud.
personal touch
Yeah.
to it. Yeah. And that is
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
So if you go original Tim Curry route at any point, are you gonna kind of do it your own style, or are you gonna stay true to it?
I'm gonna do it my own style.
Okay.
That's just the way how I did the 2017.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
Yeah.
that's what makes people love me more.
Right, right.
Because like I said, like I put my own twist to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like it's like, oh my god, he's not just like kiss me, fat boy. You know, I'm just not like that.
Yeah.
I'm just be like, well, how about you come give me a kiss, daddy? You know, it's like comedy, right?
Yeah,
I put
exactly.
a comedy into it.
Yeah,
so thank God, Filipino comedies, it's
Right.
Oh,
stuck to me.
yes.
You
No,
know?
hey,
It's like-
Filipino comedies are funny.
It's so funny.
They are funny.
Yeah.
So, of course, we know you started posting on TikTok, when did you eventually, try to convert over to Instagram and try to, because I mean, I'd say you're still blowing up on Instagram too.
Instagram is like a different like platform,
Yeah, of
so
course,
it's
yeah.
kind of like hard to understand how the algorithm works.
Yeah.
Yep, facts.
And well, like I said, like that technology, like they can catch up. So if you're gonna repost a video from another platform,
Right.
they'll know.
Yeah.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? But then again, like all it takes is like that one video.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I
how it
say.
works.
That's what I say.
It takes one video, and then the rest will like blow up with it.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
just keep going, like keep posting like
Yeah.
at a regular time.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And keep like having people like want more.
Exactly.
Yeah. Of course.
So like it like Instagram
Yeah.
different like
It
Yeah.
is.
And
It's
the
way
algorithm
different.
is always changing.
Yeah, the
too.
algorithm.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I hate about Instagram is like the algorithm is always changing. They come out with these new updates. When you post something, like one day you maybe you get hella views and likes, but then maybe a week later it's like it just goes down, and you're like, what the hell? They just did a new algorithm or something? Because I've noticed that with my stuff. Sometimes when I post, either behind the scenes photo of us or whatever, it's like it'll be good one day, but then when we post it the next week, it's just not there anymore.
exactly.
Right.
And that's the one thing I hate about the new algorithm. I don't know if you heard this, but we talked about this with our last guest, is Instagram is putting out a new update where I don't know when they're releasing it, but do you remember their chronological order?
Oh yeah, like the old school.
The
like,
old school Instagram.
yeah, yeah.
So supposedly they're actually releasing an update soon where you can select if you want to go chronological, if you want to go algorithm, or favorites.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. So, I mean, I'm kind of excited to see how it goes because I'm assuming a lot of people are going to go back to chronological because they want to see, the people they follow. Like they want to see their
newest
content,
post,
you
yeah.
know, come down.
Exactly.
And that's the thing with the algorithm. It's like a lot of people don't tend to see the favorite creators that they want to.
Yeah, they see other creators that do the same thing but a different take.
Yeah.
Or
Right,
the same take. So
Exactly.
So looking outside of the box, if I was those, viewers, I'd
Yeah.
be like, oh, that's boring.
Right.
I've seen that 100 times. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I've seen that 100
Yeah.
times.
Right.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, and that's why honestly I'm excited to see how this goes because of course before everybody was getting a lot of love during chronological order. Everybody, because especially when you're a content creator and you work hard on your content, but now it's like with the algorithm, a lot of people don't get to see it. Going back to chronological, everybody will see it. So like all the content that you worked hard on, it's gonna be seen now.
I would love to see that because now, like, I think about TikTok, it's like TikTok has their own thing, kind of like that. you know,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyone that follows you, they'll see your stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So
That's the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see that. Reels, I feel like, it came at a good time as well. It kind of, copying TikTok pretty much. But I'm definitely, for me, like I'm definitely more of an Instagram person than TikTok. So, if anything, I'm posting on Reels, and hoping, views go up. And I definitely see a significant difference, versus like posting a regular video. And then once you post that video on Reels, it's like those, views skyrocket.
Right. For sure.
Yeah.
Do you have you noticed? Have you tried posting like just as a video instead of a reel to see if there's a difference?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna say, like, going back to the algorithm thing. One thing I did notice on Instagram is that like a season.
Yeah.
Halloween season. It's like when I started noticing pickups on my videos.
Yeah.
Videos that
That's
I
facts.
posted a couple months ago, and now it's like October, and it's like, wait, I posted it like March.
Yeah.
Right.
Why is this at 1 million views now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's, I would say, like, I'm not sure if that's like how Instagram works, is with season, or it's just like how your content is.
Right.
Yeah.
I just happen to like blow up because it's Halloween. So of course, I guess Instagram algorithm, they're gonna be like, oh, that's a Halloween guy, push it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would like to think TikTok is like that too, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
now that I'm more evolved on TikTok, like I want to be more versatile and like do other comedy
Right.
skits,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
not just dance anymore.
Exactly.
Skits,
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So do you do all your like skits and content like all year round, or is it like during a certain time, like during Halloween or a little before Halloween?
like with me, it's like an all year round, and I
Okay.
would like to say like like seasonal, like
Yeah.
what was the seasonal coming up right now?
It's
I'm gonna
like
dress up like a leprechaun.
Leprechaun.
I forgot what it is.
I forgot what it is too. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. I know.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
dang, like I gotta dress up like a leprechaun. Like, what am I gonna do? And
Okay.
then Cupid is a Valentine.
Yeah.
Like I want to do it, but like I want to be to the point where it's
Right.
like I'm like not just Pennywise on Halloween. This
Right,
is
right.
Pennywise all year round.
Yeah.
Right.
And I would love to say that Pennywise is like he in the book this Pennywise is just like one of the forms that it takes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, real fans know, like, hey, what I'm trying to do is like I'm trying to morph into these other seasonal characters,
Right.
but still has the Pennywise
Pennywise
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with other hints
Right.
of characters in
Yeah.
the season.
St.
So
Patrick's
it's
Day.
like,
Yeah.
That's what
Oh,
I
St.
just-
Patrick's.
St.
You're right.
Patrick's
Yeah,
Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Was it
Okay.
Pennywise though? So that's what your name kind of, because you take on a take of Pennywise, but you really twist it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, with
Okay.
a bunch
Take
of
your own twist.
comedies.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to. I mean, I have a lot of people tell me like, "You're too funny. You're not scary anymore." I'm like,
Okay.
I mean, I try not to.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
My viewers are like at least kids to like teenagers.
Yeah.
And sometimes like I don't know, like single parents.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Like I don't know. And of course, like I'll sometimes I think about it. Like should I do horror?
Yeah.
Nah. Why?
Right.
Because TikTok.
Right.
It's like sensitive content.
That is true.
Right.
Take that down.
Yeah.
Blood.
Right.
So now it's like I gotta make Pennywise more like that friendly vibe.
That makes sense.
That still like sticks with that guidelines. You know what I mean? Like entertain people.
Right.
Yeah.
So like going back to the phobia, of course,
Right.
people that have phobias and then they see me pop up on their For You page, of course, like I don't know what's gonna happen to them.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
So I gotta
Yeah.
be mindful of what I post. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
But I still catch myself like I just post it for fun.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But still doesn't think about that consequence. Like I
Right.
don't know. There's like billions of people in the world. You
Yeah.
know, like I don't know who's gonna see my video. Maybe they
Yeah.
do have the phobia. And
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
But you
so-
also never know on the flip side too of like you trying to become a more friendly, more open comedy
Exactly.
Pennywise. You might have some people who get over their phobia because you've opened it up, and going back to your name, you're putting a twist onto Pennywise,
Facts.
and you're changing the game.
Yeah. So with that being said, like you bringing that up, like I had people
Oh, really?
message me.
Oh,
so
I see.
like even back in 2020, towards the end of 2020, they're like, yo, like you helped me like get over my fear of clowns.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'm like, oh, that's sweet. I'm
Yeah.
glad
Right.
I can help you out.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
dang.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then there's like other messages that are like, oh my God, I want to see Pennywise doing this and that.
Oh, yeah.
Send me a picture of your, And I'm just like, no. And they're like, oh, do OnlyFans. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think Warner Brothers is gonna like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying I'm gonna blow up if I do it.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But all it takes is like that content to
Yeah.
like have like that freak leak to be like, yo, check this guy out.
Right, right.
So
No,
I gotta
you're-
be mindful.
Yeah.
You're killing it, bro. Like honestly,
Yeah.
you're putting on for us Filipinos.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, for
you're killing it. Like I said,
Thank you.
Yeah.
it's a good thing. So kind of leading into the next topic. Like you've worked with tons of celebrities. On TikTok. Who was the first celebrity that you worked with, and how did that happen?
Okay, I would say the first celebrity I would say is Amanda Cerny
Oh, okay.
okay.
from
Okay.
Vine.
Yeah.
And like meeting her like opened up doors for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are like good karmas where I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm just doing it for content. Like she's so nice, they welcomed me to their homes.
Yeah.
And then the next thing I know, I was like, hey Amanda, like, do you mind if I do like a video like with you dancing to this song? And it happens to be Jason Derulo's song.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
In my mind, I'm like, what are the chances, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Nah. So we do the trend, we do the dance, and like 10 hours later, I wake up to Jason Derulo. I mean, not wake up. I was chilling at like
Right.
at the apartment, and
Right.
like I see like a message, and I'm like, Jason Derulo, what? Did I see that right?
That's
so
crazy.
like I swipe my phone, and I'm like, it's Jason Derulo. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yo, he wants me to come out his pad, yo.
Right, right.
And then of course, like I had my manager come with me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey guy, hey man, like Jason Derulo,
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
That's
dope.
Yeah, in my head, and I'm just like, oh my god, like Jason Derulo is like there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
celebrity.
Yeah.
Right.
So like in my head, I'm like, is this really happening right now?
Right.
Like I'm just like a regular guy about to meet this singer that I listened to when I was back in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and then learning English, I would sing his song, like just vibe with it.
Yeah.
And here I am meeting him in person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just like, and then after Jason Derulo, it was like doors opening, and then one of the best ones is Terry Crews.
Oh, yeah, Terry Crews is
I seen
funny.
that video. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that video too. Yeah.
Jesus, I was just like, I gotta do like a shout out to Willy Wonka. Like without his help, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but like just the idea
Right, right.
of like, hey, I want to do this.
Yeah,
you
right.
really want to do it with me? And
Right.
then he's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, cool. And like I wake up to like a repost, and I'm like, huh, who reposted me?
Yeah.
I look at my Instagram, it's like Terry Crews, and I'm
Damn.
like,
Damn, that's crazy.
yo, and
That's
I remember telling my siblings, because it was like a family time.
Right.
And
Yeah.
like I told my little brother, because like they're a big fan of white chicks.
Yeah. yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So like my little brother's like, no, Latrell,
Yeah.
Latrell.
Latrell.
And then they're like, yo, easy there. You know? And I'm like, no, I'm serious.
Right.
So like I saw it, he reposted me, and I'm like, you know what? Oh my god, thank you so much. And I'm
Right.
like, you know what? I'm gonna shoot my shot.
Yeah.
So I DM'd him, and I'm like, hey, thank you so much. I'm a big fan of you. Like, thank you for reposting me.
Yeah.
And then like a couple of hours later, I get a message back like, hey, like, where are you located? And
Yeah.
then that's history right
Damn,
there.
that's
Damn.
crazy.
Yeah. That's
So,
crazy.
so would you say, like when you do these big collabs with like celebrities, is it just a matter of DMing them and they respond, or how does most of these collaborations work for you?
Okay. First things first. Like most of them do like reach out to me, or like I try to reach out to them.
Yeah.
And some of the majorities were like it has to be set up. So like with Paula Abdul, like without the help of my manager, like I won't be able to like hit her up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we won't be able to like like do like a collab with her without the help. Because like before I had a manager, like I was managing myself and it was stressful.
Oh, I bet.
Like I don't even know like what to tell people. Like I don't want to like bring somebody down because I didn't want to.
Yeah.
It's not that I didn't want to. It's like there's like a bigger opportunity right here.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like I'm sorry, but like oh my god. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just don't know.
Right.
So of course that stress kind of like I don't want to look like that guy.
Yeah.
So it took me a while to like like find a manager. And then, thank God, like I met Michael, right?
Right.
So I was like, yo, man, like I want you to be my manager.
Yeah.
And then from there, like everything
History.
Like, history.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but like going back to that topic where like celebrities DMing me, like Jason Derulo, Terry Crews,
Right.
and then one of the biggest ones too is Jessica Chastain.
Oh, okay.
So
okay,
she's the actress that played Beverly in the It movie.
Right.
The adult Beverly, you know what I mean? So when I saw that, because like, I was doing a dance with like one of the dance creators, and we were just having fun. Then the next thing I know, I was looking through the comments, and she quoted like a line from the movie, and I'm like,
that's
what?
dope.
Dang.
No freaking way! So I look at it, and I'm like fangirling.
Yeah,
oh my god! I'm like, yo. So I was looking at it. I'm like, oh, let me check out her account real quick.
Yeah.
I check it, and then it says like she's following me, and I'm like, oh.
Damn.
Let's try to make something happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
But of course, she's like a busy actress. And
Right.
not everything is like rainbows. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Right,
it
of
has to
course.
be really set up
Right.
to make something happen.
Yeah.
But like I'm aiming towards like Bill Skarsgård.
That would be fire.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
If I can get him to like meet me,
That would be fire.
Yeah.
it's because I want to be like in costume and like kind of be like, hey, let's challenge each other.
Yeah.
Pennywise, boys.
Yeah.
And like do the best, do your best version of your Pennywise, and
Yeah.
I'll do my best. Like,
Yeah.
that's a joke,
Yeah.
Right.
And of course, people are gonna be like, oh, Bill Skarsgård are gonna eat you. And I'm like, oh, no shit.
Right.
Like,
No,
of course.
You know what? I think you are like almost accurate, to Skarsgård. Like he's good. And I heard your voice too. I was like, damn, you're good too.
Yeah.
Honestly, like comparable, I think you're killing it though. Yeah.
Even Terry
Right.
Crews was like, there's a moment where like when I was sitting down in the car,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we were kind of like filming like for a TikTok video,
Yeah.
and there's like this split moment where it's like, hey man, like I love your work. I work with Skarsgård, right? I was like, what movie? Deadpool 2. Skarsgård was the guy that spits out vomit. Like,
Oh,
acid
okay,
vomit.
okay.
So I'm like, oh my god, no, that's awesome, man. He was like, hey man, like whatever you're doing, I freaking love it. You nailed it.
Damn.
And so hearing that from
Exactly.
from like a legendary actor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's
to me, it's
crazy.
like I still try to like humble myself. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
Of course.
like you know what I mean? Like you know
Right.
where you came from.
Yeah.
Right.
So don't be like that.
But the fact that also like Terry Crews wanted to do that car scene with you, because you I'm pretty sure he got asked that so many times
Yeah.
after the movie.
Yeah.
But the fact that he chose you to do that,
It's a
is-
blessing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
It's
is.
a
That's
blessing, yeah.
crazy.
It's dope.
Shout out to my manager. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they did their best to like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like just having fun with him, like doing that scene, it was like one of like the moments that people would like do anything
Right,
just
yeah.
to do it with him. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
with me doing it with him and making a video with Terry
Yeah.
Crews,
Yeah.
I was like, that's one check on the bucket list. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
for sure.
the best.
Yeah.
So like I felt so complete, and I'm just like, oh my god, Terry
Yeah.
Crews.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
And,
would've been too.
And in addition to that, like his son, Isaiah,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
now he's a big fan too.
Oh,
so
damn.
like it's like, wow, like not just Terry, his son too.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
crazy.
like it's like the way I think of it. It's like, oh my god, like, hey, not just I think of it like as a person, like
Right,
you're
right.
like a human being, right? Like not just because I wanna collab with you because your father is Terry Crews.
Right.
No, I want to collab with you because you know what I mean, like.
Yeah.
You love my work,
Right.
and let's see what we can do together. You know, what I
Yeah,
mean?
right.
like just for the fun of it, let's make
Right.
TikTok together.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's the mindset. Like I always tell myself, like
Yeah.
if I'm gonna go meet with somebody, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
hey, just because they know Zendaya.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, doesn't mean like I'm gonna collab with you so I can like meet Zendaya.
Facts.
That's dope,
Yeah,
bro.
I
Because
mean,
even
like-
though you have like all this clout, as people would say, you know, with followers and meeting celebrities, you're a really humble dude.
No, you
bro.
are.
Like,
I always check myself.
Yeah,
So
okay.
one thing, like, you know, one of the most important things my parents told me,
Yeah.
and I always will tell like my kids in the future, like, you know, always know where you came from.
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
facts.
you know what I mean? Like, try to be kind. You know,
Yeah,
like
exactly, yeah.
yeah. You have the rights to be like sometimes like be like
Right.
have your own take to like this one opinion, but
Yeah,
like
exactly.
always be kind. You know, like
Exactly.
take time.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
and
Take
the
a step
fact that
back.
you looked at Terry Crews' son as like a human being, that's like a whole different level, because a lot of people who might be in your position working with a big artist would probably look at that as an opportunity, you know, to work with Terry Crews on a closer level and stuff like that. But you really thought about, oh, you know, he's a human being, he likes my work. Yeah, why don't what?
Yeah, it's just like a quick like, you know, like comment,
Right.
and comment to each other like
Exactly.
human beings, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
hey, I like
right.
your work. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Right.
That's like from what I learned. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say celebrities like
Right.
100% of celebrities love that, but
Right.
I would say 95 to 99% of the celebrities would
Right.
love to hear that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
So like, oh my God, Paula Abdul, like
Yeah.
she's
Yeah, Paula
like
Abdul.
her teaching me the straight up. I was like a little girl. Dude.
How did that
Yeah.
come up? That collaboration.
Manager?
Manager?
Help,
That's
help,
fire
yeah,
though.
yeah,
Yeah.
help it set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything else was history. So
Yeah.
like meeting her and just, I mean, I want to do that video with her, but like just meeting her,
Yeah.
doing other videos with her it's a blessing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like for her to like my work as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's another check on the bucket list. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So
Hell
like
yeah.
every time I hear that, even Jason's like, hey man, like I'm so like tired of like these other like creators.
Yeah.
You have been like my one stop go to. Like when I try to do a trend, I always stop by your page, and I'm like, whoa, like,
yeah, that's
Jason,
big.
you
That's
saying
fire.
that? You saying that, bro?
That's
Right.
so dope.
And that's coming from out of heart. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like just
exactly.
like he knows like what I like the process of me like getting ready and
Yeah,
everything.
right.
You know,
Yeah,
taking my time out, and like I said, I look at him as a human being, not just be like, oh my God, it's Jason. Like,
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah, and
Like,
I think in
like-
this entertainment industry, especially in LA, we definitely need more people like that, and we
Yeah,
need more people like
facts.
you, bro. Like, yeah, and the people we meet and stuff like that are always genuine, and I'm glad to have you, you know, a part of this podcast. And
Yeah, I
really
appreciate you.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
coming
I
by,
appreciate
man.
you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for like taking your time to get me up here.
Oh yeah, of course, man.
One thing, like you mentioned, I would love to see a Skarsgård video. Like, Mike, you got to make that happen. I would love to see that. Like, that would be legendary.
You know,
Oh my
like,
God.
Okay, I just gotta say that lip thing that he does.
Yeah,
It took time for me to like practice that.
Yeah.
Cause like I don't have like I have the lips, but I can't do that. It's like a muscle memory, you know.
Yeah.
right.
So like it took me a while to like practice that, but then you know what I mean. I got it.
Yeah.
Since you
And so,
already
yeah.
have the laugh, like your coworkers were saying, like how long did it take for you to master the voice?
I would say a long time as well. So
Yeah.
a couple of months I would say, because like what helped me the most, like trying to practice that laugh, was like I used to like do beatbox for fun.
Oh, damn.
You know what I
okay,
mean? Like
yeah.
beatboxing and then
Yeah.
just like, oh, you know. And there's like this this technique that you like do like a scratch, like on like a scratch.
Oh
table.
yeah.
So like I took that, you know, and I incorporated that with like a high pitched laugh like Mickey Mouse
Oh, okay.
with Scooby Doo.
Okay, yeah.
So like
Yeah.
all of that together, like that's what you get. Like
Yeah.
that's how I learned how to do the Pennywise laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's dope.
It's crazy.
No, it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you spend like months, years trying to perfect it? Like,
Just a couple of months.
Couple months?
I would confidently say couple of months because like it's like I still catch myself like, oh, I messed up.
Yeah.
Let me do it again. You know, of course, like out of practice, but
Yeah, of
like
course.
Yeah.
like if somebody was to like tell me like, hey, can you do it real quick? Like I'm not gonna be like perfect it right away.
Right,
I'll be
for
like
sure.
warm up. You know,
Yeah.
like, warm up. You have to.
yeah, you
Right.
have to.
Right. So yeah, like I mean, it took me a couple of months
Okay.
just
Yeah.
for like that laugh.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
And then
that,
everything else though, like just like putting my own twist to like the lines of the movies, and then I make my own words. I mean, own lines.
Yeah.
Right.
My sentences. You
Yeah.
know, I think that helped me gain more people to watch me. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, oh my god, he just doesn't say time to float.
Right.
He says other things other people would say, and it's so entertaining.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that concept is what like helped me grow as a creator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, no, that's dope. Kind of going back to, you know, Jason Derulo, you know, you have collaborated with him quite a bit. Is he someone you would say he's like a close friend now?
Okay, like a good, I would say like a good, like a mutual friend.
Mutual friend.
Yeah, not like you're my
Yeah,
homeboy.
yeah, you're my best friend. Yeah.
Hey, what time can I go to your house? No.
Yeah.
Like I said, going back to the human being,
Right.
respect their boundaries.
Facts.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you don't see me DMing him like, yo, like, hey, like, when can I come back to your house?
Right.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I wait, like, not too long, but like, I just wait, like, for the opportunity for them to be like, oh, I missed this guy. Let me invite him.
Yeah.
Right.
I wait for that moment.
That's a good mindset, though.
That is.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of, you know, like kind of going back to, you know, clout chasing, like I feel like a lot of clout chasers would do that. Like,
Right.
oh, a day later, hey, let's shoot another video, you know, or something like that, you know. So with your mindset, I think, you know, that's accurate.
Yeah.
You know, and just kind of wait around to see if he hits you up and, you know, like, hey, let's get this in, or, you know, something like that. So
Yeah, it's just like the little things that you do. Like you like some of his pictures, you like
Right,
some of his videos.
Yep.
That's all it takes. Like just show, like that you're still there.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm still there. I'm commenting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's. I know, just evolving, like
Yeah.
Right.
you know, like adulting. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
Maturing.
Exactly.
It's like what helped me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Terry Crews and also Jason Derulo is people who you already looked up to like before you started cosplaying. So
Paul Abdul.
did you ever like get nervous like meeting these big people who you like looked up
Not
to?
nervous. I
Okay.
would say like, oh my god, like this is the part where I can tell myself, you freaking did it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just like I look at them like how you would treat a normal person.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't go like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like I think they would find that annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
of
to be-
course, yeah.
Just to be realistic, you know what I
Right.
mean? But like if you really like you know, like treat them the same way you would like a normal person, they treat you back the same way.
Facts.
You know what
I
mean?
believe
So,
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
We interrupt this episode with a word from our sponsor. Are you looking for a way to energize for the day? We got a product that will do just that.
Introducing Gamer Subs. Gamer Subs is a keto-friendly, zero-calorie, zero-sugar-based energy drink that introduces nootropics to sharpen focus and increase reaction time.
Gamer Subs is also organic caffeine based that will maximize energy and endurance. To make it easier, each scoop used is 100 milligrams so you don't go over your daily limit.
Each tub of Gamer Subs contains 100 servings. Gamer Subs also provides caffeine-free tubs for those that just want their daily vitamin dose without the need for caffeine.
Not only do they have energy drinks, they also have dope merch such as these waifu cups, t-shirts, and hoodies, and much more.
Are you ready to energize with Gamer Subs?
Use our code Artistry Drop on their website and receive a 10% off discount.
Hey, now back to the show.
You don't have to answer this question because, you know, of course, we don't want to make anybody mad, but who would you say has been your favorite to collab with?
oh, that's a tricky question.
He's gonna need a drink for that
That's
one.
why I said
He's gonna need a drink for
you
that
don't
one.
have to answer it because we don't want to make any of your collaborations mad.
Well, I
you know?
watch them say something and then they hit me up like, yo.
Yeah, see?
All right, let's do something. You know, like I want to be your favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna be I'll do it. But
Yeah.
okay, the most fun I had though, like really, was Terry Crews.
Okay.
Terry Crews, yeah.
Yeah.
Because not only, like I said, like I've been a fan of white chicks.
Yeah.
Just the humor of it, like the Wayne's
Yeah.
brothers.
Yeah.
The humor that they put in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like made me grow into what I am now.
Yeah.
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 You get the drift, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, Terry Crews. And of course, Jason Derulo. I love
Yeah.
Jason Derulo.
Right.
And then, of course, Paul Abdul.
Yeah.
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 So-
Of course, you can't forget them.
Yeah.
So
Like,
who
please
would,
don't hate me. I got a big love for you guys.
so who would you like to collaborate with, you know, next?
I mean, of course, like I said, Bill Skarsgård. But
That would be
like,
the big one.
Yeah, the biggest one
Yeah.
that I would love to meet. You
And
know?
like I said, I guarantee you everybody would love to see that.
Right.
That's legendary right there.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's already been a pleasure that I met the director and
Director.
producer.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like,
cool.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
crazy.
god. like just that experience. Like I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous.
Yeah.
So when I went there, because I was working like a 10-hour shift, I had to leave early.
Oh, okay.
So like I drove only to get there the same time I would like get home. You know what I mean?
right.
Like, so I left like at 3. I got there at 6 because LA traffic.
Yeah, of course.
So West Boulevard, Hollywood. West Hollywood. I get to like this this bookstore, and then long story short, they're doing the book signing, right?
Yeah.
And then like I was the second person to go over there, and I was like, "Hi," like I'm nervous, but like I just want to say thank you so much for like giving me this opportunity.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, you inspired me to do like a cosplay of Pennywise, and of course Andy Muschietti was like, "Cosplay, huh? What is that?" And Barbara, his sister, was like, "That's when they dress up as like the same character." And he was like, "Oh, awesome! Do you have a picture?" I was like, "Yeah." So I showed him the picture of me like the first time I went in cosplay in LA Comic Con 2019.
Okay.
And he loved it. He was just like, "Why didn't you come in here looking like that?"
Right.
I love it. I love it. I love everything about it. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't want to give anybody a heart attack. Like this is LA.
Yeah.
Right.
And I park in the street where it's like an alleyway where somebody can just
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh my God, no, you know what? I'm gonna give you this book for free." And then
wow.
he signed it.
Yeah.
Barbara signed it, and then the world book creator signed it.
Wow.
That's dope.
So I was just like, "Oh my God!" And of course, I got a picture with them too.
Yeah.
So like
Legendary.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I had that happen to me, even before TikTok, that to me was like I did something really good.
Right.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even like the final version, right? That was like one of your first versions.
That was my third version.
Your third
Okay.
version. Okay.
The third version before this.
Okay.
So like, I mean, if they said that was the best,
Right. That's
I
what I'm
wish.
saying.
I'm pretty sure they've seen me how I am now.
Yeah.
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 You know what I mean?
I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
Damn, that's legendary though. Like getting props from the director, the one that like designed Pennywise, and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and
Yeah.
him giving you the props, of your cosplay, so that's really cool,
Yeah.
And I'm sure you were shocked that whole day, huh?
I freaking love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking love it. And of course, like I didn't want to forget about like the people that helped me get to where I was. So like I told them like, I met the seamstress, and she met you too, and like she did like Pennywise cosplay. So I would say shout out to her, Jessica from Argentina.
Shout out.
She is the reason why, one of the reasons why I started cosplay, because
really?
the way she interpreted the Pennywise,
Yeah.
Right.
like gave me that drive to be like, if she can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So and then I just incorporated everything where people are telling me like, "Yo, you sound like the guy,
Yeah.
the clown."
Yeah.
And I'm like, huh. One, one
Right,
plus one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there you go.
Yeah.
So I took that opportunity.
Yeah.
So
No, you have to
dope.
honestly. You have to take whatever opportunity is out there for you.
Right.
You do have to take it because you just never know where it's gonna take you next.
Exactly.
So no, that's dope. Have you ever thought about going to the Philippines at all and maybe collaborating with celebrities there? Because I think that would be kind of dope.
I mean, like, there's a few celebrities there that I do want to meet. But they're not really into like the horror.
Yeah.
They're more like the comedy.
Okay.
That's why
Yeah.
But I am aware that there's other people out there that's like, they have their own Pennywise there. You know what I mean? So.
But they need you. They don't have you. They
Yeah,
need
exactly.
you over there.
Oh.
I think that would be cool to see you collaborate with some celebrities over there, and you'd probably make it on like ABS, CBN, or
ABS, CBN.
yeah,
That would be-
stuff
I mean,
like that.
I already made-
TFC.
Yeah, I already
know?
made it to like some of the their news there.
Oh, you have?
yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fire.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's dope.
Since I've done two, I think I've done two.
Okay.
And as soon as I did that, like my cousins that I've never heard from, family members, they're like started like reaching out to me on Facebook
Oh,
and
yeah.
then Instagram, and I'm like, huh? I haven't seen you. Where were you at?
Right, right.
Yeah.
When I was here and we needed your help. Where
Yeah.
were you
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
damn.
at? And like I don't want to be like that guy that's like, oh, now that I'm in America,
Right.
no.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Going back to the roots, right?
Right, right.
So it's like humble yourself,
Exactly.
and like, and I'm just I try to be nice, like, hey,
Yeah.
it's good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for the support.
Right.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
And then of course, and like, hey, your cousin is this old. Can you help him go to the United States?
Oh,
Right.
I hear those stories all the time.
Yeah,
with
sure, yeah.
With Filipino family and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so.
it's not that like I don't want to help them. It's just like you were not there.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
in my part of like life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who are you to like just
Yeah.
like ask me just because I live in the United States doesn't mean like I can help you.
Yeah.
Right.
Like we have our own life here.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not just because like I'm blowing up on social media. Like hey,
Yeah.
like there's always that two part of that a human being. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
Facts.
there's that part and then there's this part.
Right.
So
Yeah.
And they always come like asking for something. It's
Yeah.
never like checking up on you, like how you
Yeah.
doing? You know they want something.
you
Yeah.
send me some chocolate.
No,
Alright.
that's honestly, like I said, going back to the whole, Philippines, I see that with some families, like it's not just my family, but, or there, some of my friends, their
Right.
families in the Philippines, I've even been told, like, cause I haven't been to the Philippines yet and I really want to go, my dad has been wanting to take me there and, we're hoping to go there as a family and stuff, but I've been told so many times, once you get there, they're going to want you to spend. And I'm like, how much do I need to bring then, So it's like, I've heard people, spending like thousands of dollars because their family is like,
Right.
buy this one, and stuff like that.
So adding into that though, because my siblings, like they had the opportunity, my parents, my siblings, the opportunity to like go back to the Philippines and visit family members.
Yeah.
Like rest in peace, my grandpa. My grandma. That's the reason why they went over there. And of course visit the other family members, right?
Yeah.
So like I was the only one here in the United States while they had the opportunity to go out there.
Yeah.
So first thing I asked my siblings when they came back, I was like, hey, so how was the streets? They were like, oh my God. Like they were like gouging us for money.
Oh.
Damn.
So
Yeah,
for
same.
example, it's like, hey, I'm selling this T-shirt for like $10. No, that's not $10.
Yeah,
it's,
right.
it's at least $1.50 or $2.
Right.
So they try to like,
Yeah.
I would say like they know
You're from
like
the States.
a mile away
Yeah.
that
Right.
you're not from here.
Exactly. And there's,
So-
I don't know if you know who Will Dasovich is. He's a Filipino vlogger. And his sister, this video went viral a while ago, but, they're from San Francisco. And they ended up going to the Philippines, and she was vlogging everything, and this is crazy. But, so she catches a cab, and by the end of the cab, the cab driver is charging her way more than what she should be paying, for her drive from, the airport over there. And she was vlogging everything saying, you need to, I forget what she was saying exactly, like, cause they, they start the clocks or their mileage thingy.
The meter.
The meter, and stuff like that. And yeah, like he just kept it rolling. So, by the time she got to her destination, it was hella. And she was like, I'm not going to pay this. You're jipping me out and stuff like that. And I was seeing it on the video. I was like, damn, this is crazy. And I feel like if I go there, I'm going to experience this too, because they're already automatically going to know, I'm from here as well.
Yeah.
And I think I've seen a couple other videos about people going to the Philippines. And I don't know, maybe this happens at other, countries as well. It's like if they know you're
Yeah.
from the States, it's,
Right.
so I'm not saying it's just Filipinos or anything
Nah,
like that.
right.
It's wherever you go, they're going
Wherever
to
you go.
try to get that money from
Yeah.
you. So,
My experience was in Peru.
Peru, oh shit.
So I was in Lima, Peru to like support my best friend with his wedding. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like my wife, my girlfriend, my fiance,
Yeah.
at the time went over there and then like we took a cab from like the hotel to like this one dinner spot. I would say like less than 10 miles. And this driver was like, 60 pesos. I was like, huh? That didn't sound right.
Right.
And I'm like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, what the heck? So we gave him 100 because we don't have 60.
Right.
So we gave him 100. He's like, okay, thank you. And he thought that as a tip.
Right.
And I'm like, that's not a tip. Where's our change? And he's like, oh, I don't have change. And I'm like, I looked at my fiance. I was like, I want to beat this guy up, but I don't want to stay in the jail,
Yeah.
Now I'm in Peru.
Right.
And I was just like, have fun. Have a good night.
Yeah.
And then she was just, thank you. And then he dropped us off at like in an alley too.
Damn.
And like, luckily there's like street lights, So
Yeah.
I'm very aware. And like, of course, like my fiance at the time, she's like, no, let's go to dinner, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
She's aware too, but at the same time, at that moment,
Right.
streetwise,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not street smart.
Yeah,
Just
no,
there
street
to
smart.
vacation.
Yeah.
freaking
Yeah.
Philippines, bro. That's how that's where I got it. It's like, I've been very rebellious, so I always go like I'll tell my parents like, oh, I was at school. That
Right.
was good. The whole day I was somewhere else.
So
Yeah.
going back into your character, have you
Yeah.
ever thought about doing like short films or actually be a part of films, being in cosplay?
Oh, that would be like awesome. Like if somebody was to reach out to me, like not just Pennywise, like hey, like I want you to be in this film. That would be a step for me to like you know evolve more.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
because I get to meet more people that
Yeah.
love what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Short film wise, I don't know how to go about that because like people like there's toxic like people.
Right, for sure.
Like, oh, that's not how Pennywise goes.
Yeah.
That doesn't how he looked like.
Yeah.
And all I can say is that like I mean like obviously you're not a fan because like if
Exactly.
you are a fan, this Pennywise is not just Pennywise. This
Yeah.
Pennywise is like an alien
Right.
that
Facts.
only takes
Yeah.
like you know characters
Yeah.
and morph
Right.
into it. So
Yeah.
not worth my time.
Yeah. No, worth
Right.
it. Yeah.
So yeah, like I mean, like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be dope.
So
That would be dope seeing you in like a movie.
Yeah.
You know, even just as
Imagine.
Michael. You know, as Michael. You know,
Right.
not Twisted Pennywise or anything. That would be fire. That's like your next level up in your
Yeah.
career. You know.
Right.
just like a little like a little background thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm over there like doing TikToks.
Background doing TikToks.
Yeah, there's a Pennywise clown over there. Yeah, that would be funny.
That would be funny though.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you know how they did that in Space Jam, right?
Oh yeah, Space Jam.
Yeah.
That was freaking funny because
Yeah.
I saw Pennywise there, and I'm like, wow, you know, they could have just hired me.
Yeah.
You know what I
Are
mean?
you
But-
talking
Right.
about on during the court where they had like everybody surrounding
and
the court?
there was a Pennywise. Like, I
Yeah.
was like,
Okay.
like,
Okay. I
yeah.
remember that
And
part.
I'm like,
yeah,
what
yeah.
the? I mean, I'm not hating on the actor,
Yeah.
like
Right.
the extra.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's like, wow. I mean, if they can do that, I mean,
Yeah, there's
Whatever,
opportunity for
right?
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts, facts,
whatever,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
But
exactly.
it's just like that even if that 6 second time in the film, right?
Right, right.
Just that 6 seconds is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
Yeah, it
So-
is.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that is so.
Have you
It's
ever been to Horror Nights at Universal?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been invited to that, but I've never been to that.
Oh, okay.
So like, you know, I was already doing TikToks, and they're
Right.
like, "Yo, have you ever been to Horror Nights?" I'm like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's like a maze," and I'm like, "Oh, well." I don't get scared. I mean, like I can walk with you.
That's me
Right.
too.
But just don't scream in my ears.
Yeah.
That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've been into one. I think it was Knott's Berry.
Oh, okay.
okay.
I'm not gonna be like I wasn't phased at all. There was moments where I'm just like, you know, walking around like trying to admire like how they did like the buildings, you know,
Right.
and then the next thing you know it's like
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's just like that split moment and just like
Yeah.
I'm like, get out of here. You almost scared me, get out of here.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about like going there as a cosplay? As,
That would be hard.
Yeah.
Because like it's owned. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's owned by Warner Brothers, so
Right.
like they can easily be like, nah, you can't.
you can't do that.
That is
They'll,
true.
they'll find me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
That
know
is
what I mean?
true.
So you
Right.
can't just do that. You have to have like a specific like connections where like you actually talk to the Warner Brothers and then like
They give you the green
Universal
light.
Studios is
Yeah.
like, all right, everything's green light, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that
there's
is true.
There's
Yeah.
those talks.
Yeah.
Have you ever got like hit with like that type of thing where like copyright issues? If you
Thank God,
dressing up?
no.
Okay,
because
great.
I mean, I'm trying to veer out from that, especially like the little details, right? Because
Oh, okay.
anything that they see, they can just
Like
easy,
literally,
yeah.
if you nail it exactly,
Exactly,
they're gonna get
right?
you.
Exactly.
wow.
So thank God, like the way I have my hair,
Right.
you know how it's curly.
Yeah.
In the movie, his is like it goes up. It goes up like a
Oh yeah, you're right.
a widow's peak.
Yeah.
Oh
right?
yeah.
It goes up.
Yeah.
So with me, it's like curled. So it's like a comedy version, like
Yeah.
a parody version of the
Yeah.
Pennywise.
right.
Yep.
So they can't just be like, huh. Yeah, he does look like it, but it's just that one thing.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, that is
like-
true.
Exactly.
So I'm still learning. We're still learning.
Yeah.
You know, I have my guard up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, we're veering out of that.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, I want to grow not just as Pennywise. I want people to know like, oh my God, that Pennywise guy is a Filipino.
Yeah.
Like wow, he's representing the Philippines.
That's what I'm saying. You're
Yeah,
representing
yeah.
for the Philippines. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know.
I
Oh my
noticed
God.
like more and more you're actually showing your face outside of costume.
Yeah,
too.
I just realized that too.
Yeah, so you know, like Philippines, right? So
Right.
oh my God, I would say Leanne.
Yeah,
yeah.
Leanne is so good. Like she,
Yeah, she
I've
is.
been like a Vine, not just Amanda Cerny. I've seen Leanne, and I liked her her Vine videos.
Yeah.
And just the opportunity, like my manager setting that up. Oh my God, like I had such a good time with Leanne too.
Oh yeah.
And you know, just meeting her like outside of like the social media vibe,
yeah.
you know, just getting to know the people. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like wow, like you know how hard it was.
Yeah.
Right.
So like, you know, like they're there for you too. Like they give you advice and like just try to be the best version you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
for
like,
sure.
Yeah, shout out to Leanne and
Yeah.
Dawn.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so they're really nice.
Yeah.
I like that Ocho Ocho video you did.
Yeah, with
like
her,
Ocho
yeah.
Ocho.
I would say that was her dad's idea.
Oh really?
okay.
Because her dad, oh my God, he's so funny.
No,
Yeah,
he is.
yeah,
Yeah.
he is funny.
He was like, oh, Pennywise. And as soon as I talk like in Tagalog, I
Yeah.
was like, oh, kamusta kayo? Tito, kamusta po kayo? And he's like, oh, Filipino ka? Filipino ka? And I was like, yeah, I'm Filipino. And I was like, oh my God. So he waited for me and Leanne to do our content.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he pulled me aside and he's like, hey, can we do a video together?
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, what's the concept? And he started telling me, and I'm like, huh. And I was like, hey, Leanne. And he was like, yeah, hey, Leanne, come here. This is what we want to do. And then we kind of just ran through that.
Yeah.
And then the video came.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
that was funny
yeah.
though.
Yeah.
It was so funny, and,
Yeah.
and Leanne, like the way she edits the video, it was like, what the? She does it so good, like breathing, basically.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
she's like OG.
Yeah,
OG
she
vibe,
is.
OG.
Facts.
Yeah.
And so like just seeing her how she does it,
Yeah.
and like just like the experience that she had even way before TikTok, I was
Right.
like, I admire it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like God, like what?
Yeah, Leanne's super dope. I actually met her a few times and Papa V, you know, over at their place, and they're just so like
They're so
human
nice.
beings, you
Yes.
know. Even though like the clout is all around them, they're just so nice. And
The
Papa V, he's super sweet.
The
And-
hospitality.
Yeah,
Oh my
hospitality, yeah.
God, wow, it was just like wow, thank you guys. Like, yeah. So like after we did that video, like Papa V would always ask for me.
Oh yeah.
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 And I like it. Like he would I would post a picture and he would be like
Yeah.
He'd be like one of the-
Immediately.
he would be like one
He's
of the
a real
person-
one. He's a real one
he
for
is.
sure.
He's
Yeah.
really, he's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like Filipino creators, right? Like Leanne would be like, hey, like you should take an opportunity into this because like not a lot of Filipino Asian creators
Yeah.
are out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know?
Yeah.
So I always take note.
Yeah.
So I took note of that.
Yeah.
And like I said, like just the podcasting, like I love connecting with people
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and like meeting new people. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh, thank you, man.
No, like I said, you know,
course.
we're happy you accepted, coming on, and
Right.
it's super dope having you here,
Exactly.
Of course.
Yeah. So like going back to your TikToks, so
Uh-huh.
you dance in almost like every video, and
Uh-huh.
when you're out of cosplay, you see yourself. We see you wearing Jabberwocky shirts. Have you always
Yeah.
like been a Jabberwocky fan? Did you dance like before
I
cosplaying?
it's funny because one of the members, Phil Taya,
Oh, yeah.
he used to go to like one of the schools in Southern Cali.
Oh yeah.
And he was there. Like I didn't really know their dance group, but like I love to play basketball, so like I would always play basketball, and he happened to like play ball too. And there would be times where it's like, yo, like I got a sesh. And I'm like, a sesh? What's a sesh? And it was just like, I got like a crew, you know? And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what's the crew? And it's like, oh, like Jabwalkies. I'm like, oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Well, of course, to me, like 2006, right?
Yeah.
That's when I didn't know, but like, I was doing my own thing, being a teenager, right?
Right.
And he was already up there. Like his mindset is like up there.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, ABDC came out, and I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
That dude, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I can't just be like, oh, I know that guy. He's my homie. No.
Right.
Like, it was just like that moment where I'm like, wow, that's a missed opportunity.
Right.
I could have like be like a friend.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like
Exactly.
be a friend. And since I learned about that, you know what I mean? I started to try connecting with other dancers that I became friends with, like
Okay.
playing basketball.
Right.
And since then I've been like learning how to like pop. lot.
Yeah.
Right.
Like b-boy, you know,
Yeah.
like there's a moment there where I'm like, oh my god, b-boy is not for me.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
just too much practice.
It'd be dope to see a b-boy in Pennywise.
Right. Exactly.
Hey, that might be something you gotta try, you know?
Or maybe collaborating with Jabberwockies, you know, at the
that'd
Horror
be
Nights with
Yeah.
Pennywise. That would be crazy.
That would be something.
That would be
Jabberwockies?
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be crazy.
That'd be
So
fire.
did you actually go to the session with Phil? Or
No,
was that
no,
okay?
we just play ball.
Oh, okay. you
And
just
I
play
just
ball.
heard about like session, like, oh, we got like this session going on. And I'm
Right.
like, what is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Because the only reason why I asked is I'm a dancer and I've been dancing for like past 10 years, and I've noticed on your TikToks it looks like you had some experience before.
Yeah, I'm
even
not a
cosplaying.
professional. It's
Yeah,
it's
of course.
more like just for fun. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah.
So like having the Pennywise the dancing clown, that's
Right.
when I took more incorporation into it. And I'm
yeah,
like, oh,
okay.
let's make fun of this dance.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's easy.
Yeah.
I'll learn it.
Yeah.
But there are movements there. I'm like, oh my god, that is so intricate.
Yeah, it
like
is.
just like the tick 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 tick
Right.
tick, like numbers all
Right.
in your head. So like when you're doing the dance, you know what I mean? Like it's like in your head, it's like I gotta hit that note.
Yeah.
Right.
So for some people, it's like, oh no, you got it. Like, no, I didn't get it.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
In my head, I know that tick. Like I know that tick.
Yeah.
So you know what's up. So
Exactly.
like,
It's not only the numbers, but it's actually moving to the music, like you were
exactly.
saying.
Like
yeah.
the musicality, right?
Yeah, musicality for
Yeah,
sure.
You gotta hit
Yeah,
the musicality
facts.
for
And-
you to be able to like express yourself and feel yourself into that music. So like when you're getting recorded, anyone can record. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, but like when they record you, like you have to like have that moment of like, I did that right. Yeah, for
Right,
sure.
right.
I know that's gonna look
Yeah,
sick.
because when you dance, you also have to have that chemistry with the audience, with the camera. You know, it's not just moves. So I knew like right off the bat, man, this guy got some experience beforehand. This is not just somebody who just learned off of TikTok and just following the trends like we see in a lot nowadays. You know, it's a little bit deeper. And when I saw you wearing the Jabberwocky shirt, I started dancing because of the Jabberwockies. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, putting two and two together. He must have been a fan for a minute.
Yeah,
But
yeah. So you know, there's Jabberwockies, and then there's like Kinjas. There's
Yeah,
like,
Kinja,
Super Crew.
Right,
I
right.
started learning more about like their roots, like you
Yeah.
know what I mean. And it's
Yeah.
like, my best friend, he's family members with Ryan Pagillo.
Oh, okay.
The Jabberwockies.
Yeah, yeah.
So like during my bachelor's, like he was able to like connect with Ryan,
Oh, wow.
and he gave us tickets to like one of their shows.
Oh, wow.
It's freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, what the heck?
Yeah.
But of course, I can't meet Ryan because like he's performing.
Right.
But like just that, you know, that note where like he gave us tickets.
Right.
So to me, that was like,
Yeah, the dance community back in the Philippines is pretty strong too.
hell
Yeah.
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 So
No, that's
That's big.
That's dope. You know, I had seen you post a video. I think it might have been the interview with the Philippines or something like that. It was a recent one.
probably
But you know, you talked about you do want to evolve from, you know, being Twisted Pennywise. Like, what is next for you? Like, what is next for you to pursue outside of being, you know, Twisted Pennywise?
That's a very good question because like I always tell myself like I moved to LA for a purpose, right?
Right.
And like now that I got this experience like social media,
Yeah.
like I want to put like my skill set to like the real world where
Yeah.
like I go to like these classes where they make their own sculptures of their own monsters and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I want to do my own take.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I want to be like, I don't want to be Pennywise. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right,
I
right.
want to be this person. I mean, my own creativity.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to be in that level. But like I said, going back to it, everything has a cost to it. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right.
you got to be really like if you want to go into it, you got to put your heart into it. So if
course.
the second I do that, I know for a fact I'm gonna be. I mean, I can work around the schedules, but like I know for a fact when I start doing like, and then I become really passionate about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my time. Like, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like, you won't see Twisted Pennywise as much. He'll be there.
Yeah.
Right.
But not as much.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's working on his own things.
Yeah,
Right, right.
exactly. Yeah, and you do have to evolve at a certain point. You know, like, you know, just going from one thing to the next thing, which is what you really want to do
Right.
as far as your career goes.
Yeah, SFX stuff.
Yeah,
really.
SFX, you know, so kind of going into that, you know, like you also did mention you wanted to kind of teach SFX makeup or build a school or something. Is that still something you currently want to do?
I mean, like not build a school, but like just like a YouTube kind of thing. You know?
Like,
It's
just build a YouTube
tutorial.
channel around it?
Yeah, like a DIY
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like, oh, you don't have this much money?
Yeah.
This is how I do it
Right,
with
right.
the same like same execution.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you don't have to spend thousands.
Yeah.
You can spend like 100.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but the cheaper version, but like almost same quality.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
so
No,
I
that-
want to be like that. You know.
Yeah,
No, that's
that's
dope.
dope.
You know, and I'm excited to see, what you do in your career and the next level of makeup, SFX stuff that you do. I'm excited to see it.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank
Speaking
you.
about that, like it kind of seems like Pennywise was just something that you followed your heart in and you made
Yeah.
it work,
Oh,
but then now you know that whatever you put your heart into, you're gonna succeed,
Facts.
and you're already proving it.
Yep.
So whatever you go through next, I'm sure you'll succeed. Bro.
I'm a big car guy too, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like it's like I'm trying to like understand the community, like with the car community, because
Yeah.
I know every community has a toxic community.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course.
You know what I mean? So
Right,
you can't just be like, oh my god, it's all rainbows.
Yeah,
You're
right,
like,
yeah.
course.
Reality
Yeah,
check.
yeah.
Reality
No,
check.
and definitely like, I was in the car community back home in Seattle and it definitely is, toxic there. But like there's different places where it will be toxic. I don't know how the car community is here in LA because, I've never was part of it, but back home, being a big part of it, I know how things are there too. And,
It's probably gonna be the same thing here.
I'm
just
assuming,
like, it's probably gonna be the
Fast
same
and
thing.
Furious, this
Yeah.
is where it originated. So
More egos,
more
road
egos.
rage.
Yeah, road rage.
know.
Oh, that's another thing. Actually, how do you feel about drivers here? Because, like us being from Seattle, it's a totally different thing. Like we see like 2 to 3 accidents every day here. Is it the same for you? Like, how do you feel about drivers here?
I'm an asshole. Like I gotta be straight up. Like
Yeah.
I can be like cool too. Like it's like I know my limits.
Yeah.
But there's times where I'm kind of just like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I would say like they're assholes. They're like,
right, for
it's
sure.
just like L.A. yo.
Yeah.
I
No-
get it, but
Like definitely, I feel like since moving here, I've adapted to LA driving. So
Yeah.
sometimes I tend to like go a little too fast or over the speed limit a lot. But I feel like it's just something like once you live here for a while, you just adapt to it.
Right.
Because back
Right.
in Seattle, it's like everybody's going 60 to 70, but people here are going like 85, 90.
Right.
So it's like you have to adapt to it.
Right.
But and then like you end up seeing accidents like. Literally, it never fails. I'm on the freeway and I see like 2 or 3 accidents
Yeah.
every day.
Or bumpers on the side.
Bumpers on the side, like, it's
car
crazy.
parts and
Yeah.
crazy. But also like too, like adapting to where we at, because also like you don't want to like be taken advantage of. So you kind of have to like take that initiative. Like
Yep.
you don't want to get cut off. So you gotta
Yeah,
drive
you
more a
you
little
speed
bit more.
up a little bit. Yeah, no,
you
it's-
have reasons, right?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
reasons,
Exactly. So you kind of have to adapt, or else
Yeah.
you're gonna be taken advantage
Facts.
of.
Yeah.
You know?
And
So
that,
I just had that happen to me coming over here.
Oh
Really?
yeah. Yeah.
We were in the light, and like I was just like, minding my own business, and then like this white car. We were talking, Mike and I were talking.
Yeah.
This white Honda was like, and I'm like, you ass. I could easily do that to you, but
Yeah.
no,
You should have
not
rolled
today.
down the window and be like,
He
look at my
saw me.
face.
He saw you?
He
Okay.
saw me because
Okay.
like he fixed his rear view.
Yeah.
And I was dead on. I was like dead on, just looking at it. And I even told Mike, I was like, I'm looking at this guy right now.
You'll never forget that for
he's
sure.
about to see
Yeah.
you in his dream. So
Yeah, hell no. I was like,
Yeah.
you know what you did, man.
I think it's safe to say you had the last laugh.
Yeah, I wasn't laughing. I was just like, you. I hope your eyes like melt or something.
oh, damn. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny.
So, before we end the podcast, I want to hear like a reenactment of your most favorite like scene, like from the movie. Can you do that for us?
I mean, which
It can be
scene,
anything,
like-
honestly. Like do the Hiya Georgie or like the laughing Pennywise, like whatever you feel comfortable with.
I mean, I can try right now.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah,
like,
look at the
yeah,
camera.
this camera
Scare
right
the
here.
people.
You might have a little like pina colada come out. Let me try it real quick.
Okay.
All right. It's okay. 3, 2, 1. Where are you going, Eds? If you live here, you'll be home by now. Come join the clown, Eds. We all float down here. Oh, we all float down here. Yes, we do.
Fire.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's dope.
I just had some chills down my spine. I was like, I wasn't ready for that.
That was dope. No, I appreciate you doing that. No,
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah, that's a.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
fire.
you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So when we usually end our podcast, we end it, with some inspiration. So what kind of advice would you give, somebody trying to be a cosplay artist, social media personality, SFX artist?
Okay, well, first things first, always put your heart and passion into it, okay? So don't let anybody tell you, like, oh my God, like, you don't do it right. You have to look like a certain way. Like, BS. Don't let them. Don't let them put you down to their level. You know what I mean? Like, that's when you learn to, like, keep evolving, okay?
Yeah.
So take notes into that and, like, you don't have to be like, oh my God, I like Twisted Pennywise, I want to be like him. No, be your own version. You know what I mean? Like, put your own version into it, because that's when the real you comes out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, because when that real you comes out, that talent can never be taken away from you.
Facts.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they can, like, repost your videos, they get clout out of it. Like, you're so funny, man. But can they be you?
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, they can't be you. Can they go live as you?
Right.
Nah, they can't go live as you, because you're the real. You know who the real person is, right?
Facts.
So like I said, like education, right? Like education, you can't take that away from anybody.
Right.
So same as talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like talent is like a beautiful thing. You can do a lot with it. Do it the right way though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that I would say would be like my inspiration, like
Yeah.
for like the community, right?
Yeah,
Or like the new people that would come out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you happen to hear this podcast, right? I'm just kidding. I'm not. They're safe. All right. Well, yeah. If like you learn something from this podcast, so put that 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Right. So like do your own thing, have fun with it, put your heart into it, your passion, and then like you'll evolve into it. Like you'll find your own route.
Yeah.
So you know how like people say like, oh, everybody has one route. You know, they want to be a doctor, they want to be this, they want to be that.
Yeah.
Why find that other route where it's like all fun?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but still kind of sticking with like other stuff.
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
I mean, to me, that's
I agree
how,
with you.
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
how I took it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I had fun. Like I didn't get this, I didn't get that, but the experience.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like I'm very blessed with the
Yeah.
experience because I always take a step back and ask myself like, hey, what if I didn't do TikTok? What if I just stayed
Yeah.
Yeah.
at that warehouse working and
Right.
just be a clown?
Yeah.
Right.
like a class clown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, now that I look back at it, I'm like, I'm so glad things happen for a reason.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
things happen for a reason.
No, that's dope.
Yeah.
Are there any shout outs you want to give to our viewers or to anybody out there?
Shout outs, oh man! Like I mean, first and foremost, like I want to do a shout out to my manager for like like making this happen.
Of
Shout out
course,
Mike.
yeah.
You know, and
Hey, shout out
having you guys like coordinate this too with my
Yeah.
manager. And,
No, we
for sure.
appreciate it. Like I said,
of
I
course,
appreciate
yeah.
it. So
yeah, I like this. This has been fun, and like
It has
I'm
been.
Yeah, it
very
has.
happy to meet you guys.
yeah,
So
nice
now,
to meet you
like,
too.
Just let me know, like whenever you guys went, off of Pennywise cosplay, you guys want
Yeah.
to see like the real Michael, right?
Yeah,
of course.
Hey, you know what? You need photos, whatever you need.
Yeah, for sure.
Get at us. Like
Yeah.
we shoot. We're filmmakers as well. So hey, whenever you need something, feel free to reach out.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, I'll tag you.
Hey, we're not mad about that. But like I said, we talked about collaboration part. Like I said, if you need something, feel free to reach out.
Right.
And actually, we were talking about it before you came here. So we're actually planning on doing another podcast near Halloween time because
okay.
like. I have stories to tell about paranormal stuff.
Porno.
Shut
I
up.
bet you have porno stories, huh?
No. Paranormal.
Paranormal,
But
okay.
no, so we talked to a couple of our other guests, and they were like, it would be cool to actually do a Halloween like podcast where we talk about maybe paranormal stuff that has happened or just spooky
Ghost
things.
stories,
Yeah,
yeah.
ghost stories, things like that. So I think it'd be dope to have you back, during the Halloween time, so.
It'll be a dark setting.
I'm already thinking of like evil things. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
hey.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, let's do it though.
evil things involving like pranking those people.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
funny.
good.
That would be funny.
have like a setup where like there's like a fog,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they don't know, no idea that
Yes.
I'm here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can just just creepily come up behind you. Just be like, be like breathing on their neck, like.
Right.
That would be funny.
That would be funny.
That would be a good one.
We pull up an extra chair. Now they have to sit next to him the whole time.
Or I can sit with you guys, but like straight staring.
Yeah, I know. That would be funny.
Oh yeah,
I think that's funny.
That would be a good idea, honestly. So no, like I said, we're still kind of planning out like how we want to go about it, and we got tons of time, to figure out how we want to actually pursue that. But definitely, we'll reach out to you or Mike and try to coordinate that. But where can people find you on social media?
Oh, you guys can find me on Twisted Pennywise on Instagram and Twisted Pennywise on TikTok.
Okay.
So on my YouTube too, Twisted Pennywise, of course. So I try.
And we're gonna link everything anyways.
Of course, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So like I said, appreciate you coming on again, and it was such a fun podcast. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you're not following us or subscribe to us on YouTube, it's Artistry Drop. If you're not following us on Instagram, it's the Artistry Drop. We're streaming on all major streaming platforms: Spotify, Amazon, Google Podcasts, Simplecast, anywhere you listen to your podcast at. So be sure to catch us on there, and we will see you guys on the next episode.
Yeah. Peace. If you guys don't follow them, they'll float too.